It's a pretty early morning and just woke up, broke down the tent, or most of it, leaving everything else in there. Got just the essentials in the pack. And, we're gonna go climb Whitney. It's about a 7.5 mile climb, well, a 7.5 mile trail to get from where we were at last night to the summit of Whitney. From what I understand, it's about 2 miles of pretty cruisy trail, and then we start hitting some pretty steep switchbacks, and then we start climbing up 14,000 feet, well, over 14,000, which is obviously the highest that we're going to go on this trail because it's the highest in the lower 48, but it'll be the highest I've ever been because, well, again, it's the highest in the lower 48. Pretty excited to get up there. It's a chilly but beautiful, beautiful morning. Right now we're kind of just walking through this valley at the base of Whitney. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Almost at 13,000 feet. About to get up to the junction where the Whitney Portal Trail comes up, meets this side of the JMT, and then goes to the summit of Whitney. And that sets about 13,500. And after that, it's like 1.3 to the summit. Hella good climbing. Amazing views. Only like half a mile from the top. It's air is getting a little thin up here. What an amazing place. What is it, 14,000?
508 or 505?
14,505 or 508 or apparently the jury's still out right now.
What is it?
Amazing.
I don't know, that chimney looks taller.
Absolutely amazing. After climbing Whitney and getting back down, we got back to our camp spot at about 1:30. We'd left our tents there from this morning and then a couple things in there so we didn't have to carry everything up Whitney. But we got back down at about 1:30, ate some food, broke camp, took a little bit of a nap, and we just walked the John Muir Trail back out, and this is where it meets back up with the PCT. So we're going to do about 7 more miles for the day, and that should put us at the base of Forester Pass, and then we'll get up in the morning and climb that. It's not something that you want to climb in the afternoon or at night. Big avalanche risk and post-holing, so we're going to try to hit it in the morning when it's nice and frozen over. Already off and rolling this morning from our camp spot last night next to the river. And Craynep, Tang, and I are on our way to tackle Forester Pass, which is supposed to be a pretty big climb, kind of treacherous, covered in a lot of snow, covered in a lot of ice. It's unreal out here. It's like a totally different alien world. Beautiful. Made it up Forester. That back there is Sequoia. And that's Kings Canyon. Pretty wild. Good climb. Damn good. So I wasn't filming coming down that because, you know, I was trying not to slide and die. Pretty amazing though. You can see it behind me. There's the pass, and we just came down that. Now we're kind of walking on this real sharp. Oh, I guess it's not too sharp. It's pretty wide. Pretty wide. It was said to be sharp. It's not so sharp. Check out this beautiful lake though. Big snow-covered blue alpine lake. Had a pretty killer day today. Went up and over Forester Pass, which was a lot easier than I actually expected. It wasn't easy, but it was easier. Craynep decided to actually hang back a little bit and meet up with some people that he was previously hiking with. But Tang and I have decided to keep going. We went up and over Forester, stopped for lunch, and now we are actually off of the PCT / JMT, and we are headed towards Kearsarge Pass. So Kearsarge Pass is pretty much where you have to go to get off to the town of Independence or Bishop, and we're going to try to get down into Bishop tonight and then take a day off the trail, resupply. I need to get some new gear. My waterproof socks should finally be waiting for me, and my gloves busted out on me. And get some town food, resupply, and then head back up into the Sierras. So this trail, to get all the way down to the Onion Valley trailhead, is about 9 miles. So it's an extra 9 miles off the PCT. But that's just sort of how it goes out here. A little bit more post-holing, a little bit more snow, but not too snazzy. Well, Tang and I got down over Kearsarge Pass yesterday. We got down to the parking lot and found a hitch into Independence. And then after that, we hitched into Bishop. Got into Bishop pretty late last night, and we stayed at the Hostel California, which was pretty interesting. I was up all night because I was in a bunk bed, and the guy under me had night terrors, so he was screaming all night long, obscenities and moving around, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. We've been kind of hanging out in Bishop all day, resupplying, went to a couple outfitters, got a couple things taken care of. I got some new gloves because my old gloves were kind of giving out on me. And then instead of staying at the hostel again, we decided to come down the road and get a room at the Best Western. So we met back up with Foxtrot, which is Tang's cousin, and Vicious, a guy that I was hiking with for a little bit. So Vicious and I split a room, and then Tang and Foxtrot split a room. We're staying down here for the day, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna go back up and hit the trail again. We'll have about 9 miles back up and over Kearsarge Pass before we get back to the trail, and then I don't really know what we're gonna do. But yeah, just hanging out, met up with some hikers that I haven't seen in a while. Cranep finally ended up catching back up with us, and we're just taking it easy. We're about to go get some Mexican food, have a couple beers, and do that trail town thing that hikers do.